she's concise, and she's like, okay, watch this video if you want to learn how to create a custom chat GPT. Yeah, that's what I want to learn.
Yeah.
And it was 8 minutes of my time
Yeah.
to watch it. I don't need to hear her backstory.
Right.
So I think you do this really, really well. Um, you give the information without fluff or fillery, I call it, like that those extra sentences that mean absolutely nothing.
Right. Well, and thank you. And just the most recent infusion mastermind, as I mentioned to you, a mutual acquaintance of yours and mine was the one that happened to mention about start with your content and
Mm-hmm.
start with housekeeping. And I just thought that was such a fabulous, because I've done
Mm-hmm.
8 or 9 of them now, 10 of them, whatever it's been. I started last May, I think. But it makes so much sense. First of all, you start right on time. And number two, you get right into the content, right into it. And so
Right in.
you attract somebody versus, well, now we meet here and then I want you to have your, and it's fine. I can do that at a half hour, but now you've got the people, wow, this is some good stuff. And then
Yeah.
in my particular case, the thing that I got some feedback from John, the friend yesterday was on the call, and other people is how much people love the breakout rooms. And you and I have talked about that before. And
Yeah.
you and I might have even met in the breakout room way back when we first met. And I think, oh man, this is somebody I really want to connect with and so forth. But you can't get that when there's 20 or 30 or how many people on this thing. So,
Right.
but
Right.
it's interesting. That was such a great thing to just start off. It's the same thing we talk about starting the concert on time and you respect the people that are there, but really get into it. And another thing that I got comments on, I always get comments on the exercises. And now this is getting a little bit more into a talk than a pitch. But I just made a note to myself, I need to come up with 3 or 4 new exercises to add. So some of these people have done it before and they're good to do them again.
Mm-hmm.
But I will come up with some more that'll reinforce how gratitude gets into your brain and what it does for you and so forth, but just to spice things up a little bit. And it's interesting, the guy that I got to talk with yesterday that was on the call, and he mentions, I said, what, give me some feedback. He said, no, it was great. I met some nice people and everything. He says, but I've seen you like 15 or 20 times.
Mm.
So I went, well, that's good because it means you're
That is good.
finally
That's a
getting
good
it now.
compliment.
Yeah. So finally, after all this time, it's like the old joke about the sermon from the minister and the people in the congregation are concerned because he's given the same sermon 3 Sundays in a row and they think he's losing it. And
Uh-huh.
so somebody calls him aside after the third Sunday on that Monday and